Hey y'all, it's your girl Soul.
And I'm Dom.
And this is
Pretty Girl Privilege Podcast.
Hey y'all, I'm just happy to be here, you feel me? I brought a very special guest here, me and Dom. Her name is Gabrielle. And I honestly just want to give her the floor. I want her to give her introduction.
You ready?
Yes.
Hi guys, I am Gabrielle Covington. I am the owner and the creator of the AuNaturale Experience. I have a steam suite, a vaginal steam suite in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, where I am a certified vaginal steam practitioner. I'm just here today to have coochie talk with my girls.
Period.
Coochie talk.
With that coochie talk.
Yeah.
Period.
Euros, dollars, and yens.
Yes.
Okay.
And vaginal steam.
Come
Yes.
on. Period. Yes.
All right, awesome. So Gabrielle is going to help us learn a little bit more about our coochies.
Oh yeah.
What we can do. She already taught me something behind the scenes, so we're going to get into all of that good
Definitely. I can't wait.
stuff. All right, so I think the first question, the best question is, what are some good habits that we should all practice while trying to take care of our coochies?
Okay, so always tell people vaginal steaming is just one piece to the puzzle. Good vaginal health embodies so many different things. So the first thing I'm going to tell my ladies is make sure you are washing your vagina properly, right? So your vagina encompasses everything, the inside, the outside, but your vulva is the face of your vagina. Now your vagina is a self-cleaning oven, but your vulva isn't. So what you need to do is get a good all-natural aloe-based, coconut oil-based, some type of vaginal soap or wash or cleanse that you can just kind of wash around the area in between the lips where it could kind of sometimes hold like debris. It might be some dirt in between there sometimes. If you work out, you sweat, that turns into like little stubby dirt and stuff. So you need to be able to wash. Yes. And I was going to say this too. Now everybody can't use a soap or a cleanser. So I have a lot of girls that use water. Water is fine as a cleanser because, you know, as long as you stay on top of it, you'll be good. Another thing is your diet. Don't overdo it. I can't really sit here and act like, oh, I'm a vegan and I'm a vegetarian and I don't do this. But what you need to know is a lot of sugar creates yeast. A lot of fried foods create yeast. All those things, red meat, not so much. It makes you smell weird. It gives your body an odor. Gives your vagina, the area down there, an odor. Some women will say they have this, they describe it as a musty armpit smell.
Ooh.
So my first question is this. Have you been eating a lot of red meat? And they'll say, yeah.
So do these things affect the pH balance?
That definitely is. That is affecting your pH balance. Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Another good one. Make sure your detergent, you're using like, not even just a sensitive. I use
Free and Clear.
Free and Clear is the best actually because it's nothing in it and it just gives your panties a cleanse. If you're going to wear panties.
I was going to say, would you recommend panties or no panties?
So, I'm a no panty girl, but I feel like some women have a need to wear a panty. But at night, make sure you are wearing no panties to make sure you're letting her breathe and get the air that she needs. Because your vagina needs air.
Close the bed.
Yeah.
At all.
Me
Yeah.
either. Now, because I have little kids, I gotta throw on something.
No, that's what I mean. I'm gonna have
I ain't gonna wear no panties. You know what I'm saying?
Or
There's
something
no
like that. But the less closed, the better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Restricted.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I have the young ladies say, they'll say like, I'm overly wet. I have like a lot of, I can't go without panties because I'm so wet down there, right? So it's certain things you can do for that. Number one thing you can do is vaginal steam because that'll help get rid of the excess secretion, you know, because all secretion isn't good secretion. I always say your vagina should speak moistly, but it shouldn't be too wet and it should never be dry, right? So, yeah. I mean, what's another thing? Oh, McDonald's dick. Stay far, far away from McDonald's dick. When I say McDonald's dick, I'm talking about a man that isn't alkaline. I mean, all men, let me put this out there. Everybody's not going to be an alkaline man. But you can't be smoking a box of Newports a day. You cannot eat trash food all the time.
I'm eat McDonald's every day.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Water.
You don't have no water in your system.
You
Come
drink
on.
3 Pepsis a day.
I was gonna say you wake up in the morning and drink Pepsi.
Yeah. And then on top of that, you sleeping with me, her, and her. So that is
a clear
the definition of McDonald's dick. So you want to steer clear of that because really, men play a big part in our vaginal health. If you have a partner, ladies, understand and know this. he is a part of whatever's happening down there. Somewhere down the line, he was a part of what made you go left. Whether it's your pH balance, you walking around with BV, you know, because a lot of times I'll talk to my guys too, because I want their input. I want to know what they think, you know. And a lot of men really, they have a lot to say about the way a woman smells.
Yes.
But they contribute to it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Women, we should have a scent. We should never have an odor. We should never have an odor.
And men always tend to come at women about being dry. Like, you know, people be like, oh, you know, her pussy is dry. But then I kind of want to look at them like, well, why is it dry?
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What are you not doing? Or
So I always ask that first. So with the consultation, I'll say, are you suffering from any vaginal dryness? And a lot of women will say, yeah. So then I'll go, is it him? Are you not into him? Or is it you? Do you suffer from vaginal dryness when he's not around?
Right.
During your daily activities, do you feel dry and uncomfortable? Because that's the dryness that we need to deal with. Now, the sexual dryness, you and him need to deal with that. But if it's a dryness that you can't seem to get rid of, or because y'all are young. I mean, you know, I'm fairly young, 44, but I'm saying y'all are younger than me, so the vagina really shouldn't be dry. It shouldn't be dry. It shouldn't be dry. But if it is, we can help you with that. There are things we can do for that. There are a lot of people make the yoni oils. Now be careful what yoni oils you purchase, because a lot of people, I will say this, a lot of people are putting this all natural tag on their stuff, and then when you turn it over and read, there's chemicals in it. So anybody can slap an all natural tag on something. Make sure y'all are reading what you're putting in your body. I had another young lady. She bought a home steam off Instagram, the home pack of herbs, and when she read to me the herbs and stuff, and then she said how it made her feel, which was weird and awkward. I was like, oh my gosh, get down here and don't ever do that again. Like, you know what I mean? You have to know, because herbs are like medicine. You know what I mean? They can do your body good, or they can also do your body harm. So, you know, so we had to get her in there. She steamed with me. We used the right herbs, and we got her back right. But she was on a slippery slope when she used them herbs at home, and it was the wrong one.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'm sorry.
People are
Please
doing anything.
make sure you are talking to licensed practitioners and people who are herbalists when you're doing these type of things. Please be very careful.
Yes, most definitely. Because right now, vaginal steaming is trending. It's the thing to do.
It's very trendy.
You know what I mean? So,
you know, the yoni eggs and things of that such. That
so let's talk about yoni
stuff is trending.
So have you ladies tried the yoni eggs?
I haven't.
I bought yoni eggs. I have not used them.
And I don't want you to.
No, and that's what I'm saying. I've had people tell me, like, oh, don't try that. Don't use that.
Especially with, do you plan on having any more children or anything? Okay, so because of the fact that the yoni egg is very heavy, what it does is you put it in you, and your job is to hold it in there. You know what I mean? They're telling you it's building your pelvic floor, but what it's doing is it's actually breaking your pelvic floor down. Ooh. Now you have a weak pelvic floor. And then you have some women who now, they can't really hold the baby inside long enough before it's time to deliver.
Oh, no.
Because your pelvic floor is weak. And everything just kind of, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
That's a huge problem.
Yeah. So, the yoni egg, I would never recommend it. A lot of times, women are like, oh, you know, don't knock my hustle. But I have to be true to what I know is right.
I love that.
And what is right is, you don't want to tear up down here what you need, your pelvic floor.
Let me ask you this. So, what are some suggestions that you have to keep the coochie tight?
Okay. So, really, a woman with a healthy vagina, her coochie should be tight. Now, a lot of women are now trying to, y'all tell me what's up with this. Women want a virgin type vagina now? Is that the thing? Is that what we're doing?
I don't.
Is that what we're doing in these streets?
I feel like that's probably the younger crowd. Like,
okay, because when I was a virgin, text her. Okay.
No, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
I don't think I would want something that's like virgin type.
Right.
Yeah, me either. I never even thought about
Especially
it.
from my experience.
Okay.
It's like, just like when they say the women go now to get it stitched up.
Well, that's what I was saying. Did y'all, were y'all in tune with what's going on with that? They're sewing it, and making the hole really tight and like virgin-like. And I'm like, whoa.
Does that even, because I feel like it's a long canal though, so does it stay tight? Like, is the inside tight too?
Over time, it kind of,
stitch you back up. So these people are just going to get it without even giving birth.
Oh, that's
crazy.
I would be.
To make
I don't want.
tighter.
I think like a zoomed out message to send is like, don't be doing too much to your coochie.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? It's
leave
it alone, clean it, do all these beautiful things to it.
Yeah.
You know, but don't be putting shit in it. You know what I mean? It's just a lot. It's
having invasive surgeries to make it tighter. So what you can do to keep your vagina tight, Kegel exercises. You need to be doing those. You need to, when you think about them, you should be doing those. Also, vaginal steaming. It tightens and it tones your vagina.
Okay.
So rosemary, the herb rosemary, what it does is it gives it that tightening effect. And the muscles, because your vagina is a muscle, so it needs to be worked.
Yeah.
And it needs to be kind of controlled so that it stays kind of intact.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm not boasting, but when I got with my husband, I had 6 children already. And he said, look, I was scared. I didn't know what she was going to look like. He didn't know what she was going to look like. And I'm like, we're good over here.
Yeah.
we work on her.
Yes, that's a lot. That's big.
You know what I mean?
That's
So,
big.
you know, it doesn't matter. Some women say, oh, she had a couple kids, so that's why it's so big. But that's like a myth. You know what I mean?
That's not
a
true
myth.
at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I know women
Or
who-
they've been beating it up. You know, she a hoe. And
That's what I'm saying. I've known
it's-
people who've had a lot of sex with a lot of people, and they don't have huge vaginas.
Exactly.
Huge vagina.
Holes. I mean, huge vagina holes.
Let's call it what it is.
Yo, that's so
Yeah.
funny. Okay.
And they're like, yeah, it was like, you know, I have male friends, so they're like, no, the pussy was tight. I'm
Right,
like, shoot,
right.
well,
Oh, there you go.
Exactly.
There you
exactly.
go.
I actually have a question.
Okay.
Where does the roast beef come from?
All right.
When everything is from the inside is hanging out, do you know where that comes from?
That's just all a part of women being made differently.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And I had to learn that and literally study different types of vaginas and the way they look. And I would say, some men would say it's almost like a sandwich.
Mhm.
Sandwich,
That's what I'm
like
saying.
all the
It
meat
doesn't
and stuff is
close.
hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just the way some women's vaginas are built.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's
I like
definitely
that.
good to know.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's why they're called flowers, because everybody has their own individual, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I did learn the Barbie, they call the actual, where the vulva is like the lips, the inner lips, everything is like intact and right there. That is like the ideal, what they say is ideal vagina. Women want that vagina. They want it to look like that. That's why they're doing these invasive things, having surgery. Some of them are literally cutting the skin down, so they don't have that flat, you know.
God.
But
see, stop. We gotta stop. Now that we know the truth about this, stop shaming them women.
I know.
They can love
Yeah.
your
Don't
cookies.
shame them
Y'all.
because we all just gotta learn how to
Because
love
I mean,
ourselves.
I was ignorant
regardless.
about that. I didn't know why. You know, I didn't know if it was something they were doing.
You
and
told
they
me
were
that was a
sleeping
thing.
with.
I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
wait, what?
Yep, and it really is a thing. But yeah, so it's just about a woman embracing what she was given. You know what I mean? This is your body. This is what you were given. And 9 times out of 10, let me tell you something. Men don't usually, when you're insecure, they know it.
Yeah.
They know it.
Oh,
you know what I'm
okay,
saying? So your insecurity, even if it's insecurity about the way your vagina looks, he's gonna know it. So what you do is you walk up in there butt naked, everything out,
Let it hang
and you
out.
like, this is what it is. I'm a goddess.
Period.
Look at this. Like all of this goodness. Like what? And he gonna feel the same way about it. So I learned that. You know.
That's a good point.
You know, you have to be
I mean,
positive,
it was
body
different during the
positive.
pandemic because Fat Ma was a werewolf. I was just like, this is what you're getting. Come on. European wax is closed.
We all had it, you know, let it whoop out.
I love it.
I was pulling that thing out loud and proud.
Whoop
Like,
out. Like, think about how many different shapes that are not attractive that our penises come in. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
hell
That might
yeah.
not be attractive to
Come
us.
on.
Whatever, you work with it, whatever. But
Preach.
penises ain't always cute.
Preach.
They
No,
usually
they're
not.
not.
Yes.
To be
Yes.
honest, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
Exactly.
So
So in the same way we just kind of go with the flow with them, we need, fellas, give the ladies some grace.
Yes.
We need
Graceful.
you to give us
Be
grace.
graceful.
We need you to give us grace.
Yes.
It was so cute. My son, he's 22, but I heard him on the phone talking with his boys, and he was like, "Yeah, man, you know, her pH was a little off." But it was so cute and funny
I like that he
because
said it like that.
he knows.
Right.
So it's like, you know,
That's
this
what's up.
coochie talk, it needs to happen, but not just with us, with everybody.
Everyone.
You know what I mean? So we can kind of understand each other a little better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is definitely taboo, especially in relationships. Like, I
Girl.
think a lot of people do not. And I feel like that's one of the biggest things to have a healthy
I
relationship
agree.
or sex life
I
is
agree.
to talk to your partner.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
agree.
yeah. I agree. Real quick, I don't want to. I want to keep going on that, but
Okay.
I had a guy friend tell me about sex with some girl,
Mhm.
and he was like, "There's a lot." He was like, "It was good, but there was a lot of space." And I was like, I really like that verbiage because you didn't say that she was loose. You're saying
Right,
that
right.
maybe you was too small for her
Exactly,
vagina.
exactly.
And he was like, yeah, it was just a lot
I
of
like
space.
that,
He was
yeah.
like, I ain't gonna say it was her, it might have been me, but it was a lot of
It was a
space.
lot of space.
So I like that conversation.
I do
But yes,
too.
I'm sorry. So
I do
yes,
too.
so to keep going on your point, yeah, like we were just talking about dirty nails, men. Stop trying to touch us with dirty nails.
Yeah.
Brush your teeth if
Eat
you
us.
gonna eat pussy.
Come
There
on.
you go.
Yes, sis. Please.
Yes.
Brush your teeth in these streets. Even if you're gonna eat pussy, yeah, you said it. Eat pussy, brush your teeth, sir. Because what you have in your mouth sometimes can actually cause her pH balance to be thrown off.
Yes.
And then also, like, if you're dealing with a man with a beard, I'm the type of person, I'm gonna buy you a beard kit for Christmas, because that's another thing that people don't realize.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
they
a lovely
don't realize
gift.
how much bacteria builds up in their
that beard. Come on.
We love
Come
beer.
on. Yes,
Yes.
we do.
love beer.
You gotta
Yes, we
and that
do.
also comes into play with your coochie. It's
Yeah.
like, if you eat pussy, you got the beard all in there, you gotta make sure you don't got bacteria
Yes.
in the beard as well.
Yeah,
So you gotta keep that.
most definitely. And
Keep
then
that.
women, I'm an advocate for keeping your vagina groomed. Now, I'm not saying you have to be fully waxed, but you should be groomed, because we talked about the beard, but sometimes down there she could look like a beard as well.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Same
And
thing.
in all that hair, which is, I don't know, a lot of times they say it protects you from different things. And usually that was the old adage that, you know, keep hair on your vagina because it protects your vagina from this, that, and the third. When I have a lot of hair on my vagina, it gets irritated.
Me too.
Because it's so used to being groomed.
Yes.
And you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So groom her. A lot of times I'll have clients and they'll talk about how, you know, when I work out, it smells like the face of my vagina smells. But groom her. Are you waxed? Are you taking care? Are you shaving that down?
It ain't nothing like getting waxed.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if you've never been waxed, please get a wax.
Get a wax.
It is a good feeling.
It's nice.
Like, whew.
Like, I mean, it's like a good 10 minutes of pain. You might want to take a little shot. Smoke
But
a
then the
little weed,
arousal
something.
from just knowing that she's
No,
so
that's what I'm
It's
soft.
so
saying.
sexy.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
on the way
dope.
home, she like almost like masturbating in my car a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
That is so true. It is
It
that
is
feeling.
so sexy,
It is that feeling.
Just
I
get
agree.
off the bone, you just
Yes.
be ready to go.
Yes.
Girl,
Yes.
yes.
But the workout thing, I recently started working out like a lot
Okay.
more than I have in years, right?
Okay.
And I haven't had any issues with my vagina in years, like
Mhm.
literally
Mhm.
years and years, like meaning like no yeast effect, no nothing,
Yeah.
right? And then I started working out, and I'm like, ooh, first of all, I get waxed like faithfully, you know,
Okay.
once a month. And I'm like, I'm starting to feel razor bumps more, and then
Okay.
I start to feel a little bit itchy, a little bit. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
yeah.
So
A
I'm
little
like,
irritation from the sweat.
exactly.
Yep,
And I'm
yep.
like, oh no. So what I had to do, I had to start actually wearing panties. I'm a no panty wearer.
Okay,
But I'm also
okay.
a thick girl. So I'm
Yeah.
working out, I'm sweaty. My everything is just all, you know what I'm saying? A lot, real moist.
So the panties were a good idea because
dry
then your
it up.
vagina was able to breathe through the cotton.
Cotton panties.
So that's good.
Cotton panties.
That was good, guys. So for all my workout girls,
Yes.
sometimes even if you wax and things like that, you will still get like that odor, that kind of like I'm sweaty, that you know, that funk, that little bit of funk.
Yeah.
But what you can do is there is actually something called bentonite clay, and this clay you can actually mix with your choice. You can do ACV, or you can actually do water. Now ACV, I'm not really a fan all the time. I know it has its good properties because you would know.
Yeah.
But it's also drying. So a lot of times ladies, like I was talking to one young lady and she said to actually give her that tight feel right before a sexcapade, she would normally sit in a bath of ACV. But then you run the risk of drying her out. So
Yeah.
not only are you tight, but you
Freaking
dry.
out.
That ain't
And
good.
or smelling like that.
Exactly.
And that
I
brings
don't
me to
get
what
with
we were
that.
talking about douching.
Oh yeah.
Like, growing up, I feel like,
Girl,
Yeah.
especially your generation,
it drives me crazy.
Yes.
Girl.
like, I feel like your generation, your
Our generation.
parents told them, like, you're supposed to
You're
do
absolutely
sure,
right.
you're supposed to do
You're
this.
absolutely
so
right.
I remember when I first, started getting my womanly things going on, my mom said, you gotta douche,
Yeah.
you gotta
Yep.
do this. And I
Yep.
remember doing it a couple times, being like, why the hell am I putting vinegar in my vagina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what is it really
Yeah,
doing?
weird.
And I remember asking my gynecologist, she was like, that is not good.
So you know what? It's so funny because it would sound like it'd be good, right?
Mhm.
Water, which is cleansing.
Right.
Water. The vinegar, which is also cleansing. We use it to clean things on an all natural tip, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But this is what happens. You shoot that water and that vinegar inside your vaginal canal, and guess what happens? You wash away all the good bacteria that you need. So now your vagina's like, hold up, where's the good bacteria? And the bad bacteria is like, here we are, we coming in.
Right.
And now here comes the bad bacteria, and immediately you get yeast, you get BV. You know what I mean? And you're gonna hear me say BV a lot because it creeps women. There's a stereotype that, only dirty women get it, or only women. That is such a falsehood. Like, we have to dispel a lot of the myths surrounding our vaginas, our
Yes.
coochies, our pussies. Like, it has to stop. It has to
Yeah.
stop. Because some things, it's like when you know better, you do better.
Yes.
I don't know about y'all, but I came from an era where my mom didn't sit me down and tell me how to wash my vagina properly.
Yeah, no.
We was doing all types of bad coochie decisions. We was using Norforms. If you're around my age, you know what a Noroform is. It's this suppository that smells like flowers.
No.
We were shooting them inside.
No.
So you would smell good for 5 minutes, but then you're itchy.
Yeah.
Now you got a yeast infection.
Putting perfume in your coochie.
But
pretty much.
girl, it was like the things we would do. We was douching. We was doing a lot of things that were just so problematic for our vaginas. And I don't know. I'm just so glad I'm at a place now where I can teach. You know what I mean? I'm the auntie now. I want to teach everybody about, you know what I mean, good vaginal health and how we can all maintain. Because really it makes for better life experiences. You know what I mean? A good sex experience has never involved smelly coochie.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Or dry coochie.
Or dry coochie.
Or yeast infection.
None of that. None of that.
I know Rihanna said, and you know she don't gotta put lip gloss on hers. We don't know how true that is, Rihanna.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't there.
Right.
But if you have to put lip gloss on it, which would mean a lube, that's fine.
Yeah.
Get some coconut oil and keep it by the bed. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you what you do when it's dry, and you try to have sex and he's penetrating and he's knocking that thing out the park. You know what you're doing? You're creating little fine cuts, fissures.
I'm sure of it.
All around. Y'all ever had an
It feels
experience
like
where
that.
you went to the bathroom and you peed and it burned so bad?
Burn.
Woo! And you like, woo! But guess what? Those are those fissures that have been from him, you know, pounding it and hitting it or whatever. And then what happens is now you're a breeding ground for an infection.
Yeah.
Because you got open cuts that you can't even see, but they're there.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things. You know what I mean? That's why I say your vagina should always speak moistly. It should always be moist. Yeah.
And you said something super enlightening. If your vagina ain't right, then you're not right as a woman.
Right.
And
You're
that
not right.
that
You're not
resonates.
right. This
That's
is your
true.
sacred space. You know what I mean? I could get into the spiritual aspect of it, but it's like your sacral, your chakras. Come on now, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. But where I'm going with this is this. McDonald's did, you know, we talk about it on a lighter scale, but let's talk about the spiritual aspect of having different men come into your life and you're having sex with different men, and they're actually depositing into you. Ooh. See, we get the deposit. We don't deposit into them. They deposit into us.
Yep.
So now what you have is, then you wonder why sometimes, ladies, you wake up feeling like shit, or you wake up feeling like
stressed out with demons.
Stressed, but you were fine 2 days ago. But you let Tyrone come over.
Not Tyrone.
And now Tyrone done left all his unhealed brokenness inside you.
That he
and
got
now
from 3 other women
come
that he
on
fucked before you.
Come on. It might have even started with his mama.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You
got
never
a whole
know.
graveyard of brokenness in you.
Exactly.
Yes.
And now here we are. We're the carriers of his brokenness.
Yes.
Mind you, I can't really manage my brokenness. But
Right.
now I got yours and mine.
Right.
So yeah, so you know, it's just it's a lot to it. It's a lot to it. That was my next cookie commandment. So you have to try to stay stress free. I'm a firm believer in journaling. Write down your feelings. Write down, manifest. Write down your goals, what you plan on. Come on, you gotta manifest in these streets. And not only that, you need to we all need a sounding board, but sometimes we all know it's not always good to tell everybody what's going on with you, right?
Right.
So write it down.
Yeah.
Write it down.
Yeah.
Write it down. And I've learned that, you know, when you do that, there's a release that happens, and it's a cortisol. It's like a chemical thing that goes on in our bodies that creates this stress level. We try to keep that at bay. We don't want the cortisol to be high, and we don't want those things to happen. So you journal, you sage, you create an atmosphere of an environment for yourself that is cozy and calm, and you know, when your home should be your place of peace. You know, these are all things that affect your vagina. You have to keep up with a lot of things. That's why I said we women, we're superheroes. We have a lot to contend with.
Especially
you know what
black
I mean?
women.
Come on,
Especially
sis.
black women.
So it's we are the number one in the game, but it's a lot of things we have to stay on top of, keep up with. That's why people always say the sisterhood is important. I need my sister to hold me accountable. I need my sister to be there for me when I need. Now, I don't want to dump on you, and I don't want you dumping on me, but we need to kind of be there for each other and be the support system. So those are things that all create good vaginal health. Because you need to be stress-free, mind, body, soul. It's just 3 things: mind, body, soul. And it takes work. But here we are, years later, after the whole, you know, there's a lot of myths that we're out here trying to dispel about the vagina. And that's what I'm trying to do. I always say my thing is one vagina at a time.
Yeah.
I'm getting to it.
And can you kind of rewind and just go back to how you started on your coochie journey?
Yes, for
how
sure.
did this whole coochie journey start?
Yes, please do.
4 years ago, I was a City of Philadelphia employee at the courthouse. Loved my job. I worked there. I had been there at that point for 7 years. So vested, had my pension, had kids in college, And I would be in the courtroom and I would like have this itch. And it would be like, and you can imagine you're in a courtroom full of people. You can't scratch it. So you standing up there and you like, oh my God, I can't wait till the next time I can take a break.
You like
And it's so uncomfortable.
like-
So then the itch becomes a pain. So now it's a pain. Then you go to the bathroom and it's all this discharge. It's like recurring yeast infections all the time. Sex with my husband was so painful. It was like he was cutting me with a knife. So I had to go. I always say this, I won't check on anything else, blood pressure or nothing, but if my coochie wrong, I'm going to the doctor.
Yes, for real.
So I went to the doctor. Turns out I was type 2 diabetic. I had a history in my family of diabetes, and you know, we as black people, it's always our number one killer.
Yeah.
So found out I was type 2 diabetic. I went on a plant-based diet. I lost 30 pounds. I felt so good, but she was not coming back, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I'm too young for this to be the end of my world. I was 40 years old.
Right.
And you know, at 40, that's when y'all gonna reach your peak.
I was
No,
gonna
I
say,
I feel like
that's
30,
when the-
30,
Girl.
30 was the start of like coming to my prime.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
I'm not
yes,
even there yet.
yes.
Yeah.
But you just wait. So, anywho, so really at 40, here I am with all these vaginal problems, and I can't even get like, you know what I mean, my Stella got a groove back. I couldn't even do that. You know what I mean? For years, I was raising little babies and kids. It's a good feeling when you're out of that stage and the new stage of life. I'm pretty sure that's why it's your peak. Because now it's like, you don't have those problems. It's like life is different. So anywho, I go to the doctor. I'm type 2 diabetic. I get on the plant-based diet. Everything gets fixed, but she's not coming back. I look up holistic ways to heal. Vaginal steaming came up. So I finally ended up going to a vaginal steam practitioner in the Germantown area. And I started steaming with her. And, you know, she told me the benefits, and I'm like, yeah, I'm here for this. I'm here for this. After my 4th steam, and mind you, ladies, I did it with intention. Anything you do, do it with intention. So when I'm going, I'm saying to my womb, I talk to her, you will be healed. We're going to get through this, girl. Like, you're going to be all right. You know what I mean? You have to. So I did that. I'm going there. After my 4th steam, I was back. And when I tell you I was better than ever, I was like, my husband was like, Dad, for real? It was like that. I was back. So it was a good feeling. I wanted to do this for other women because I knew so many women with womb stories and problematic vaginas and different things like that. And women that some women just don't even know. You walk around smelling like trash truck juice and you think you're supposed to. Like, you know what I mean? Some women, the narrative,
And that's
I'm
the thing.
serious.
Honestly, I don't
serious.
see how women don't smell. Like, they try to act like they don't smell.
They smell it. They smell it
Because
before
there's even
anybody
a
else
time,
smells
like you
it.
said, you'll work out or you'll do something very strenuous, and I'll even be like, ooh,
Yeah.
I didn't go get in the shower again. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I don't see how women just walk around like that every day.
I low key smell like this might be weird, but I smell myself regardless. It smell good or bad.
No, that's what I'm
I
saying.
just sniff myself.
But I'm
Yeah.
just saying,
Yeah.
but when you
You know
smell
what I
it
mean?
and
That's
you
a good
don't
thing.
like the smell, you're like, oh my God.
Right.
Exactly.
If it's not good, I'm
Exactly.
like, you know, and if it's good, sometimes I'm like, well, that smells good. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's something I like about myself.
But you know what's crazy about that? Some women don't know their bodies.
Yeah.
So they don't know that you shouldn't smell that way.
Right.
Girl, you got an infection. Why do you smell like that?
Right.
Have you ever been in the bathroom behind women and it's
Yes.
like,
Oh my God.
girl,
The fucking zoo.
girl.
I done been in bathrooms that smell like the goddamn zoo.
Honestly,
It's
that
like,
brought
there's
up, like,
no-
I'm nauseous. Like,
like, there's
honestly.
no way you should smell like that.
She having a flashback.
Yeah, I had a flashback. That is bad.
It's really bad.
That's like the worst
It's
smell.
really bad.
It's like, come on.
I want to leave my card in the stall so bad, so many times.
Yes,
like, girl,
you
come
should.
save me.
You should get stickers and
Yes.
stick them in
Oh
bathroom
my gosh,
stalls.
that's a
Public
good
bathroom
idea.
stalls.
Because it's like, y'all, it's not supposed to be that way.
Yeah, you
It's not
smell a
supposed to be
stench.
that way.
'Cause I'm sure when you drop, even if they know, when you drop your joint, you know you gotta go, woo!
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn, you know. So
If I walk in and I smell like that smell, you know,
Yeah.
I'd be like, come on, y'all.
So this is the cooker for me. I've had clients that come and they'll say, yeah, because that fish smell took over the room. And I said, and y'all was still fucking?
Ooh.
I couldn't even finish. Like,
That's the thing, is like, how.
if I smell myself, I wouldn't even want to.
I wouldn't want to
come
finish.
on,
I
that's
would be turned
embarrassing.
off.
And now my confidence is low, and now I'm all in my head.
Yeah.
How do you finish?
Number one, we always talk about this, like, before you even go to have sex with a man, I always do a self-check.
Check yourself.
Check yourself, smell
Ladies,
yourself,
please
do
check
all
yourself.
of that. And then
Stick
if you
your
don't feel
finger
like-
in it.
That's
There's
what I'm
nothing wrong
saying,
with
all
that.
of that.
I'm very
Yep,
acquainted
yep.
with my vagina.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I'm
so
saying,
comfortable
like,
with her.
Yeah.
Have your little
Yeah.
checklist, do what you gotta do,
Yeah,
and make sure
yeah.
everything is to a T before you deal with
Exactly.
somebody. And if you're not right, you're not right.
Don't let him catch
Exactly.
you slipping.
Yeah.
Do not let him catch you
Exactly.
slipping.
A lot of times that is the way you detect an infection. Sometimes I'll say, well, did you stick your finger in it? Did you smell it? Did you see? I had one girl who was like, oh my God, no. I said, but you'll stick a dick in it.
Right.
But
You
you
want
won't stick
somebody
your
else
own
to stick
finger
their
in
fingers
your vagina. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all, it has to stop.
Yeah.
So ladies, tip number 1, I forgot to say this. Your vagina, we were talking about washing her properly. You should never use a washcloth on your vagina. You should use your clean hand. Always wash your vagina with your clean hand. And you ask why. Because washcloths hold bacteria that will then smear the good bacteria, and now you're putting the bad bacteria in there. So what we do is we take any type of wash, anything lathered up real good with your hand, and you wash your vagina just like that. And it feels good, and it actually makes her even softer when you do it with your hand.
I'm a hand washer because I don't like using the same loofah or whatever on my body, on my vagina.
There it is.
I don't do that.
There
Because my
it
thing is,
is.
you washing your feet, you doing all that.
Yeah, yeah.
And you don't want to touch your vagina with it after that.
That's your
so
sacred
true.
space. You're absolutely right. So yeah, so that was just the one tip I wanted to add, that you should always wash your vagina with your clean hand.
That's
Okay,
awesome.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, you brought me in some goodies. We got the coochie kit.
Yes. We love gifts.
Yes, yes.
Especially for our
Let's see what we
coochies.
got in here. All right, so we got a spray.
So this
It's
isn't
a clean
actually a
coochie-
spray.
oh, it's a clean coochie
this
wash.
is a clean coochie wash. Cookie.
Oh,
So
okay.
in my world, we call her the cookie.
Okay.
I thought it was cute. Some
No,
people
I
get
like that.
offended when you say pussy and all that. So let me just call it cookie, and it's cute, and
Right.
So that's the clean cookie wash. The clean cookie wash has aloe, tea tree, lavender, moringa oil, and coconut oil. And what you do is, like I said, with your clean hand, you pump in your hand, lather it up, and you just wash your vagina. That is so sensitive that even a 12-year-old young lady can use that. And you can use it more than one time a day. So it's not like you'll dry out or anything like that, which is the good thing about it. It will
Yeah.
not dry out. So that's a good thing.
I love that.
Okay, and then we got a candle that says, "Be the energy you want to attract." Period.
Yes.
Let's give off good
yes.
energy.
Yes.
Period.
And we light our candle at night. We set our intentions. And we
We
just...
got our seed.
Come on now.
Yes.
Come on. So we sage out the stank coochie energy.
Okay.
If it's in the room, wherever she
When that
is.
McDonald's
We
dick.
sage her.
When that
Both
McDonald's
of them.
dick.
We sage you both.
Away.
Come on. Come on.
Please, no thank you.
And I left each of y'all a little note in your bag, and it says, even if you're the energy that you want to clean out, clean it out.
Yes.
Clean it out.
Sometimes.
So this is the pretty kitty scrub. Everybody wants a pretty kitty.
Yes.
So this is actually good for you as well, which you're working out and everything.
Okay.
You need to exfoliate down there.
Oh,
Because sometimes
yeah.
bacteria gets trapped and it gets hidden inside. Even
Especially those crevices where your thigh and your coochie meet. Like,
Exactly.
yes.
I exfoliate there. 'Cause
Okay,
Yes.
you do. Yes. So what have you been using to exfoliate thus far?
I actually have a scrub that I got from a waxer that I went to.
Good,
She makes
good.
a scrub.
Okay, good.
And she
good.
told me to, because I used to buy products from European Wax, and she was like,
Oh no.
yeah, she was like,
Bad
stop
chemicals.
using that.
Girl, they giving people yeast infections.
Yeah, she was like, stop using that. And you
Bad
know, she
chemicals.
was like, use this.
Yeah. So that's all natural. It's organic brown sugar, lemongrass, lemon oil, which is actually, it helps the vagina glow.
Right.
You know how women have that dark face sometimes?
Yes.
You know why that is? It's because our vaginas don't get sunlight.
Yup.
And they need sunlight.
Yup.
But I mean, where we gonna
Okay,
go where we can sit out with our
listen,
legs
I'm
open?
I would love to do
You know
that.
what I'm saying? And I want you to, I
let
challenge
you
you.
go.
I challenge you to sit out and let her just,
I would love to
let her
let
just
her
get
air
it
out.
all.
Period. Now, if y'all see me on social media, I'm like, lady out in Puerto Rico with a
Come
pussy
on,
out.
come on. You gotta do it. You gotta show them.
You're right.
So what it'll do is it'll lighten it, and like you said, it actually brightens it, and
Yeah.
it makes it glow.
Yep.
So that's a good thing. So the ingredients in the Pretty Kitty Scrub, why can't your kitty be pretty? So it's called the Pretty
Yeah.
Kitty Scrub.
Yes.
So now y'all remember when Summer's Eve was making that spray?
Yeah.
Where everybody was spraying their panties and all that, with all them chemicals. Your
Yeah.
vagina's breathing in all them chemicals. The Healing Flower Spritzer is just that, but
Okay.
it's organic and it's all natural. And when I say no chemicals, I mean no chemicals. So this is good for you to use before you go to the gym.
Oh, I like
So
this.
spray it. Even
Okay.
if you direct contact, you're not going to burn, you're not
Yeah.
going to hurt. Spray it and see how you do after that.
Okay. I like
So
this.
now I challenge you. I want you to do your Pretty Kitty scrub.
Yeah.
You could do your scrub every other day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I want you to use that spritzer.
Okay.
Okay?
I will do it.
This is the Healing Flower Oil. This is what we call the ladies are calling it yoni oil, right?
Okay.
So this oil right here is a daily moisturizer. It balances your pH, and it also kind of it leaves you with that moist feeling that you need. Remember I said you just need to be a little bit moist, but not too moist.
You got me thinking. Right after a wax, I'm gonna glaze that.
So I have some wax girls that are like my friends. They use it on the face. They actually
That's what I'm
put it
saying.
on
Right,
there.
it's done.
But then I
Yeah.
also want you to the inner labia, the inner lips. I want you to put a couple drops in there too.
Okay.
And see how you feel.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, get up in there.
Yep. And then it's just a journal with a pen, because I want you to write
Oh,
down.
you gave us the
Look,
glove.
I use that.
to
So
fill
yes.
it with.
So the caveat to using this is, if I was to use this every day, I would have to have one for every day. Because after you use it,
You
I
should
want you
just
to throw
wash
it
it.
away.
Oh, throw it away.
Yeah.
Wow.
I want you to get rid of it. You know,
Gotcha.
just
Okay.
get rid of it.
You
Okay.
have the
Yeah.
journal.
Yeah. So the journal with the pen,
Thank
I
you
do
so
that in there.
much. I truly
Yeah,
appreciate
and then there's some
it.
waist
Yes.
beads because I want you to feel sexy.
I got
what?
and I have waist beads. I love my
Oh,
waist
me too,
beads.
girl. Please.
I
No,
know.
I
Listen, it ain't nothing like
I'm like, cause I always
waist
waste mine.
beads. Just,
Oh,
ooh,
you
they
do?
just
When I
add
go,
to the
when I
sex
get drunk and I
appeal.
go pee, I just be too rough and I
I
always pop.
know. I know. That does
I
happen.
do it all the
It is,
time.
But I don't even be drunk. I just have to pee and I break the string. But no, so it's waist beads in there for you to always feel like a goddess, always feel like you're beautiful, body positivity, and you know, it just makes you look a little better.
I'm like,
Yes,
it just makes
it's
you feel
cute.
sexy.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I like.
It is. It
When you
is.
take your clothes off, you still got it. Like I love jewelry.
Right.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm a
Me
jewelry
too.
person. Like I always wanna, even if I can wear all my jewelry when I'm butt ass naked, I
You
would.
want to adorn
But-
yourself.
Yeah, like, I really feel like Tupac or somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not too far.
I love it. Yes.
No,
But we really appreciate you coming
Yes.
out.
Thank you, ladies, for having me.
And I also
Awesome.
want to shout out Micah, Touched by Micah. She's
Yes.
my makeup artist.
Yes.
Touched
And
by
this
Micah
wonderful
Neal.
woman
Creator.
created her.
Yes.
So shout out to her.
Yes.
Hey, Micah.
Yes.
But yeah, thank you, ladies, for having me. This platform is so dope. It is so like pleasing to see young black women doing things like this and doing it together and empowering other women and other men. So this is dope. I thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thank
This
you.
has been
Appreciate
so like
having you.
informational and your energy is awesome.
So now I gotta get y'all in the suite.
No,
That's just it.
Yes, we're coming to the
That's
suite.
Let
the
her
next
know the
step.
address of the suite and where you're located in the name.
Yes, the AuNaturale Steam Suite. I am at 1030 North Kings Highway, Suite 303 in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, 08034 is the zip code.
Pull
And
up.
I can't wait to see you. Guys, right now I'm doing a special 3 steams for $99. You can't beat it with a bet.
Period.
Come through.
Awesome.
All right, y'all. It's your girl Soul, and I had so much fun talking about coochies.
Yes!
Because sometimes I want to talk about coochie. Like,
Period. And it's your girl Dom, and yes, I love talking about coochie. And I do just want to say that Gabrielle's the first person to bless our new set,
Yes!
our season 2 set, and we loved having her.
Yes.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
and this is
Pretty girl privilege.